Coming up on this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society, let's see Jared Leto pull off the Barbarian set. It's dangerous to go alone, so the Nintendo Cartridge Society goes with you. Welcome to Nintendo Cartridge Society. My name is Patrick Ellers, and I am joined, as I am always joined, by my co-host, Mark Mitchell. Mark, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm super excited because we have an amazing returning guest with us.
Special
this week.
guest.
Yeah,
yes.
That's right.
LA comedian Colin J. Morris is here.
Hello!
Hello,
I'm
Colin.
special, I'm amazing, and I am returning.
Yes.
Excellent way to describe me.
That's usually how when I'm like prepping people to meet you for the first time, I say,
Hey, we're going to be watching Little Women tonight, but there will be a very special guest.
special guest,
Amazing
guest, and returning. You don't know him, but I do. That was very fun when you came over and we watched Little Women.
I sobbed. I
Yeah.
sobbed like half the night. That movie is excellent.
It's
Have you
a
seen
very, very good
It's
movie.
a
it? Oh
very
my
good
god.
We'll have to do it again. Not that specific movie, but we'll have to do movie night again.
For sure.
Mark, we've got a Patreon before we dig into other stuff. People can go to patreon.com/Nintendo Cartridge Society and check out. You can support us at the 4-bit tier, the 8-bit tier, the 16-bit tier. And if you subscribe at the 8 or 16-bit level, you get access to our new miniseries, NCS Detective Club.
That's right, where we're talking about the great detective shows of television.
Yes.
We are about to release this Friday, tomorrow, an episode
That's right.
about
Marple.
That's right.
Yes.
Agatha Christie's Marple.
Right. Don't say miss.
No, I've made that
That's not
mistake
part of the name of the show.
one too many times before. But we've also done episodes about Murder, She Wrote, about
Diagnosis Murder.
Yeah, that's right. Monk.
Psych.
Psych. Maybe that's it.
That's it.
Okay, great.
And then we're barreling towards a finale, which is going to be a show that we have talked about a little bit here and there. I don't want to tease it too much. Am I teasing it too much?
No. Just the right
Okay.
amount. And if you can help us decide what the next mini series that we're going to be doing in the Patreon is going to be. There will be a poll going up very soon. So if you want to have a little control, look, Patrick and I are out of control, but if you want to have a little bit of control,
You think we're out of control?
you can help vote for what our next mini series in the Patreon will be.
Yes, and if you want to chat with other people about it before casting your vote, you can get in our Discord. Send us an email, Nintendo Cartridge Society at gmail.com, and we will send you an invitation for that Discord. Yes.
I think we have a new patron. I think we need to
yes.
thank our patron. So thank you to our new patron, Carrie Ham.
Thank you, Carrie. But also, everyone should get in that Discord. You don't have to be a part of the Patreon to do that. Okay, we have got. I think a task that we've been putting off for too long, Mark, for like 7 years.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Colin?
That's a long time. I feel like you were waiting for me to get a Switch.
Yeah, we probably were. We were probably waiting for you to get a Switch and play Breath of the Wild so that we could all together rank the outfits or armor sets or looks in Breath of the Wild. Colin, you just got a Switch.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, November of last year.
Very recent.
Mm-hmm.
What spurred the purchase?
So we haven't had a proper gaming system in our place for a while. So my partner Nicole did have her 64, and we didn't have it set up like all the time. We would have to like take it out and plug it in. And then like the way now TVs are so big, like the cables on the controller, like you have to move the furniture to get closer to the TV. But now the TV's like too big and it looks weird in that, it was a whole thing.
Do you have a CRT like monitor, or you just put it up on the? Okay.
No. We don't have any vintage television sets. We still have our VCR though, and we did not. When we got the Switch, we did not get rid of the 64. We cannot let go.
No. Nor should you.
No, it's it's a part of us. But she decided that when Black Friday came along, she was gonna take advantage, and we were gonna get a Switch, and we would be a console family yet again. And now here we are. Breath of the Wild really took over my life for about 3.5 months.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah, well, and that's, I mean, I feel like that's about the lifespan of Breath of the Wild for most. Do you have any concept of how long?
I can't remember how long.
Yeah.
I honestly I can't remember how long it. But that feels right. That sounds right.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're having or have had such a good time with it. Do you have so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and establish what we think every outfit is that's eligible for ranking, right? Mm-hmm. Because there are armor sets that are presented as sets and have names as sets and have bonuses as a set. Some of those come with the game itself. Some of them are part of DLC. Some of them are amiibo rewards for scanning those bad boys in. And then I think there are a couple gray areas that we need to dig into and say this doesn't belong to a full outfit, but it is a look in and of itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a lot to dig into, but I feel like what we should do, and if anyone has a counter pitch, just let me know, is just kind of go through them one by one and mark. Sometimes we like to put these things into tiers, right?
Yeah.
And then rank within those tiers and then kind of gut check and be like, no, this A tier should actually be higher up than this S tier or whatever like that. Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good, Kyle?
Far be it from me to pitch a counter.
You can. You can.
I'm not that special of a guest.
Yeah. First of all, yes, you are. Second of all, I think we need to invoke one of our oldest axioms on the show.
Absolutely. One of the founding principles
of
NCS Detective.
Nope. That's
not this show.
That's not this show.
It's Pikachu Detective.
Yeah, that's right. Of Nintendo Cartridge Society.
Right. Is that however we rank these things, however the list falls.
And no matter how contentious it gets.
That at the end we remain friends.
We can only continue if you agree to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good. I was worried. I was holding my breath. I don't know about everybody else.
I have a couple of I would say my top 3 fits and they all sort of serve a different purpose.
Oh, okay.
And oh gosh, now top 4, top 5. There's so many good options. But I will passionately fight for them.
Yeah.
But I will not let it destroy our friendships.
Okay, I mean, that's perfect because, yes, we want you to absolutely passionately fight for them.
Yes.
And also, we're in Patrick's house, so feel free to throw things around if you need to.
Well, hold on. I don't know if that's...
This table is glass.
Someone's going to get hurt.
All right.
All right. Well, so then let's just start going. Oh, and when we finish with this ranking, it will of course be a definitive ranking.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So those
So now I see where the stakes come in.
There are 2 criteria. One is that this is very important. 2, and that is not very important.
Gotcha.
And we just both things must be true.
I see.
Simultaneously. So let's just start. Kind of gut feelings. Putting things into tiers with, of course, the ancient set. Ancient set looks like Link is cosplaying as a guardian. He's wearing the old armor of the old warriors of Hyrule.
So I have not seen this movie for a very long time, but it kind of reminds me of the guards outside of Emerald City in The Wizard of Oz.
They got that hi hat.
Yeah, they got the hi hat thing going.
Yeah, this is one that I use a lot.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really because I like fighting guardians.
Same.
That's very fun to me.
Yeah.
Especially early when you're not quite good enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of roll you and you need to really you've got one ancient arrow that you picked up somewhere you don't even remember where. And just having this little bit of resistance to guardians using the ancient set and having when you have the whole set together, the proficiency to ancient weapons. I end up using this a lot. I do think it looks sort of dumb.
Interesting. I think it looks sick as heck. I really do. I really love the sort of it's like gear-like and Tin Man-y, but it's not steampunk.
It's
it's
not
dangerously
steampunk.
playing with steampunk
Yes.
while avoiding it, which I think is such a cool design.
That's true.
Thing to do,
and it's such a Breath of the Wild thing too. Like that's the way like the towers look, and like that's the way the divine beasts look. They all have and the other like kind of neat thing is you can swap out the like main ancient set, the main, what is it called, the ancient helm, with the other the helms that you get from scanning in the Guardians.
Oh, is it the big like round thing, or no? What?
There's a couple of them. So if you scan in like the Daruk amiibo, there's a chance that he may drop the salamander like head as like alternate armor for this, and you can still use that to complete the set of ancient armor and get the bonus on the ancient weapon proficiency.
So sorry, just are we ranking them right now, or are we are we putting it in tiers, or are we just gonna talk about each one and then kind of
let's try to put them into tiers as we're talking about them, I think.
Okay.
So I will say, for me, this is my sort of criteria are like, did it affect my gameplay? Was it like a milestone in my journey? Does it look really cool? Or, like some other criteria, I suppose I didn't think of. But I'll come up with it.
Yeah. 3 great categories. Did it affect my gameplay? How does it look? And a third criteria.
Third thing. Yeah. So as far as a third thing goes, nails it.
Yeah.
But it really, this one like really marked a change in my gameplay, because I'm a terrible combat gamer, right? And so getting an ancient shield, like I was able to get enough parts to finally buy an ancient shield, and then I learned how to deflect the lasers. Totally changed my game. Then I went Guardian hunting for hours and hours.
Guardian hunting is the best.
So fun. I hunted Guardians for days, and I bought every single piece of ancient armor and weaponry. I got the chainsaw. I was like so set. And so that was like one of my fonder memories of like hitting a milestone in the game. Yeah. And I do, like I said, I do think it looks really sick.
There is also something very satisfying about pairing the ancient set with ancient weapons, right? That you're just like, I am of a single piece. And I don't think there are too many other weapons in the game where I'm like, that goes with this set of armor. Other than all the like just vanilla Link ones and the Master Sword, right? But okay, Mark, how do you feel about the ancient set?
I think it looks really cool, and that's kind of the only criteria I can base it on, because I didn't use the ancient set hardly any. Because what you guys are describing about like chasing Guardians was not me at all. I avoided Guardians as much as I could. I remember, so in one of the first labyrinth that I went into, there's an opportunity for, I think it was the one in like the upper like right hand corner of the map was the first one.
The one that's like on an island by itself.
Yeah, it's like Stormy or whatever, or in that area that's close. And it's been so long that I've played a lot of this game that I don't remember like the names for a lot of the areas. But there's an opportunity, I think, in the middle of the maze where you can like drop down into this like dark room, and there's all of these.
Yeah, the basement is just filled
with Guardians. And that was so terrifying to me. That was so scary. Yeah, and so I did not. I died so many times in that area trying to get those treasure chests open. And so I didn't really. I genuinely. Did not use the ancient set hardly at all, and because I avoided Guardians as much as I could.
Okay.
So, but as far as it looks, I would give it like, I would put it in A category. Like for me, I'd put it in A tier.
A tier.
Yeah, I'd put it in A tier, and then for the third category, I think it does amazing. So I feel like it's an A tier set for sure.
Okay, we'll go A tier for the ancient set. This I maybe was in alphabetical order, and then I got them like shuffled around. Anyway, we're close. Climbing set.
Okay, I love this one. I actually because I know this person, and they go rock climbing all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, it's like a bandana and like some capris and a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, like I think they genuinely nailed the, this person likes rock climbing aesthetic.
Yeah,
for sure. And when I believe they come with the shirt, which was the last bit I got. Oh, maybe it's part of the pants. But the carabiners on them made me laugh so hard.
That is really funny. Because there's a lot of them, too.
Yeah.
And just like some loose cord like on his pants.
I mean, I really love it because it really is like rock. Like the T-shirt might as well just say like, "Ask me about rock climbing."
Right. Hollywood boulders.
Yeah, like rock climbing is this Link's personality.
I mean, we'll get to like other bits of gender queering here later, but I feel like this is the most like lesbian Link ever.
100%.
Right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, this Link drives a Subaru for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is the Link that will be nicer to you than their girlfriend as long as you want to talk about rock climbing.
Yes.
They're going to be really dismissive of
Yeah.
whatever their girlfriend wants to do on Sunday.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, like, I know
yes,
this Link. We all know this Link.
We all know this Link.
Yeah.
We've all been this Link. I think there's also I remember it being a long time before I was able to assemble the full set. And that I just had like the bandana for a while. And like it is like just getting that little bit of extra climbing speed is so useful that I was this is one that like it doesn't matter what else I'm doing in the world, I will be throwing it on from time to time just because I need to climb faster, climb further. And when you get the whole set of it together that you can jump while climbing using less energy it's very useful. I put this in the A tier.
I won't fight you too hard. I mean, it's early days. I would personally probably put it in B, but I'm fine either way.
Kyle, how are you feeling?
I put it A tier, all three categories.
Wow.
It's possibly my favorite set of the game.
It's very good. Next up, we've got the Desert Vo set. So this is the like male Gerudo kind of outfit. I end up not using this one a ton. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel super distinctive to me, and it kind of just pales in comparison to the Gerudo armor, which is like the obvious point of comparison for it. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
So this one has shock resistance or heat resistance?
It's just a minor heat resistance.
A minor heat resistance.
Minor heat resistance, and I think when you
oh yeah, shock damage resistance.
Yeah, shock damage resistance when you have the whole set.
I think it looks kind of cool. I remember I dyed everything all black throughout the game.
Sick.
Yeah. I had so much
That probably
flint.
looked amazing.
Cool.
It does. Some of them look, because they don't like do everything black, you know.
Right,
Some of it's just like not quite right. But like the pants and the sleeves and stuff were black. It looks okay. Really, the only fun thing about this outfit for me was getting into the store where it's sold. Because remember, this was the secret club,
right?
That you had to like learn the what do you call it? The alphabet of that language.
Oh, right. Yeah, to get in there. Yeah.
I really like the pants and the boots. The boots are it's kind of like half Iron Man going on. You know what I'm like? From the waist down.
Does that feel like good for desert wear to you though?
Okay, it's like Iron Man in the summer.
Okay, all right. Beachbody Iron Man.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I'm not that like blown away by it.
Yeah, this is one that I think I probably put in like C tier.
Yeah.
Mind you, we've not really established what all the tiers are, but like C, and then if we need to bump it down later, we can always do that. I'm putting C tier, but behind me. Is there any disagreement on that?
No, that sounds good.
C tier. Next up is the Gerudo set.
Link's Awakening.
Link dresses a Gerudo, dresses a lady to disguise himself and get in, and he's being a little duplicitous, which is whatever.
I mean, you can look at it like this is what all the Republican senators have been talking about all these years. Or you can play the game in such a way that Link has a complete awakening, and this is who Link is.
Yes.
And maybe your version of Link wears this outfit everywhere.
Well, one thing that, you have it noted here, Patrick, in the notes for the Gerudo set, is that everyone finds Link super hot when he's wearing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone at this table, like he's looking good in the Gerudo set.
Yes. As I told you yesterday when we were hanging out, that will be my next cosplay, provided I'm able to obtain abs at any point in the future.
It looks good.
It looks really good.
It's also the only outfit that is like literally required for accessing a space in the game, right? You need to wear it. As a result, it doesn't have like, it's not super useful elsewhere, but as like a cosmetic thing and just like a statement of like Link identity, I sort of think it can't be beat.
And I really loved meeting that character who gives it to you as well, up on the roof of the hotel, and just like total like queer icon trauma dump upon first meeting. It's really amazing.
Cannot get enough of Link in this outfit.
Yeah,
he cannot. What are you thinking, Mark?
I was wondering if we should try to describe what we're looking at.
Oh, sure. Okay. So it is similar pants to the Desert Vo.
Yeah, kind of like parachute capri.
Yeah, that's right. And then
parachute shorts.
An open toe sandal. I forget what those are called. Are those culottes? Is that what they call those?
Oh, I do not know. But the Link is wearing like an anklet on one ankle. And then like up top we've got sleeves and like a tube top, right?
Yeah, it's like a bralette.
Yeah. And it's this like cool like desert blue / like almost a teal, right?
I mean, it was dyed black in my game.
It's fair enough. And like a veil and like a headdress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's great.
It just works.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of A tiers.
I think you'll see there's a floor here coming up. But yeah, I think this easy A tier, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, next up, the Radiant set. Now this is also the glow in the dark skeleton pajamas.
When I got this one, I just thought it was so cool.
Yeah,
it's very funny. I don't think I can support very cool. I think this one mostly looks dumb. And you use it to its uses are you can blend in with skeleton monsters.
At your second upgrade, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Because I actually never bothered upgrading this one.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's cool looking. It's lucha. It's lucha. It's
No, the thing I thought I loved that glowed in the dark.
Yeah,
I thought that was really funny. The boots are another thing where it's just like they are knee-high boots.
Yeah,
and
with laces
with
for
like
days.
red
Yeah.
laces.
Yeah.
They look like dominatrix boots. Is basically what they look like.
Well, it is. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, much like the climbing gear, this is like a real world thing because, like, you'll also notice his like Mayan Aztec influence championship wrestling belt to go along with his boots.
Well, so I guess maybe for me, what kind of like where this thing goes off the rails for me is that it is that, and it is also the glow in the dark skeleton pajamas at the same time. Like, I almost wanted to pick a lane. Like, give me the luchador or give me the glow in the dark skeleton pajamas.
I think it's.
Am I a stick in the mud here? Am I what?
No, I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. I mean, I think this is a C tier for me. Like, I like how there's no B tier.
There will be. We'll get there.
But yeah, I think it's a C tier for me. I think like as a look, it is not very good, not very flattering. But
also the set bonus of when you get all the pieces together, that you get a bonus to using bone weapons. No thanks.
Oh, you get bone proficiency?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, maybe they don't suck so bad.
No, I bet they do.
So yeah, C tier.
I agree with that. Like, there's part of me that, like, it was so funny to get. Like, I had that initial reaction as well. But it's ultimately kind of ugly and pretty useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the third category, just not that good.
Yeah. Third category, pretty low as well.
Mm-hmm.
A fun note here is that if you wear the Majora's Mask with this outfit, the blend-in ability extends to all monsters.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
That's something that I learned today and applied today and was like, oh, this is fun. Next, we are moving on to the Sheikah set. Link looks like Sheik with the giant like Sheikah emblem on his chest, and is otherwise wearing like just a lot of like blue and light blue and like arms taped up, looking like Sheik. I mean, I don't know how else to describe what he's wearing here. How do we feel about the Sheikah set?
I love this one. I've found the sneaky power really useful. I did a lot of sneaking, especially early on, a lot of evading and things like that. When I got to, I forget which town you buy this in, but when I got there, I went into the woods and like foraged and scrimped and saved and sold everything in my inventory
just so you could get
to
it?
buy that set. Yeah.
I think that's a Kakariko Village
it was a
pickup, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mark?
I think this one is I don't know, I'm torn because I do think it is super useful. I think it looks cool because it looks like Sheik, but I don't know. It doesn't feel that imaginative to me compared to some of the other ones in the game. Like,
it feels like down the middle for me. Which I think I personally put it in B tier.
Yeah.
Because it is like classic in a way, but also like kind of normal.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun to see like just like with so much else in Breath of the Wild, like it's fun to see these elements of other Zelda games be incorporated into Breath of the Wild. But yeah, I would say B.
Colin, you cool with B tier?
I'm very happy with it in B.
Okay, B is going to be over here on top of the air conditioning. Next, the Soldier set. No boosts, no bonus for the set, but it does have high defense. And then just looks like Link is wearing like plate armor of Hyrule. I remember using this one a lot early on, and then as soon as I was able to level up like other stuff, or like level up the ancient set to like as high as it could go, there's really no reason to use the Soldier set.
If I'm going into a battle, I'll throw the pants on because I have the pants maxed out, and so it's like, okay, great, I have like an extra 12 defense, and it doesn't really mess up my look.
Yeah,
right.
It's a good point.
Like the pants do. So again, I dyed them black, and they do kind of go with a lot of different fits. Like I'll pair that with like,
black goes with anything.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point, right? That's why we goths were created.
Mark, your thoughts?
I would personally put this one probably in C tier. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But it's just a soldier's armor.
Yeah, I almost think if there's a D tier, that I put this in D tier.
I was gonna try to push it up into B.
All right, so it goes into C. All right. Next, the Barbarian set. Going into any combat scenario, I love this one. It's a defense not super high, but it turns you into a glass cannon. You can destroy fools with the attack boost. Like do this, get like an attack up potion on you, and you can be just like really, really smashing dudes to pieces. I think I value combat in this game in a way different from you, Colin, and maybe even different from you, Mark. But this is a go-to for me. I wear this one a lot.
Aesthetically, I think this is maybe one of my favorites. I like it better. Like I like how it gives the appearance of like being powerful, but is not super bulky. Like it looks like it would be light to run around in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also like that he basically isn't wearing a shirt.
Yeah. You get another
there's a
bralette.
lot to like there. Yeah,
you do.
Exactly. So yeah, he's wearing like these like fur boots. And
like kind of leather gauntlets with like bone.
Yeah, and everything appears to just be like tied to him.
Yes.
Like it really, I mean, it does, like, it's super imaginative. It tells a whole story of, like, okay, the children of this horrible society have to, like, strap bones to their warriors it's like before they go out to, like, kill and stuff.
Yeah, it's not very sophisticated. And then what is the skull that it's wearing.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Some sort of demon though. Like it looks kind of humanoid-ish, but it has like giant ram horns.
Yeah.
It's a cool skull.
It's really cool. Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
I also really like the like sort of war paint that's visible on his like chest and stomach, because there's this one that's like a hand that's like really low on his abdomen, where I'm just like, who did that? I like this one an awful lot. I like that you can only upgrade it with Lionel parts. So you have to like be a warrior, be like a berserker to grow your berserking abilities. If we were to introduce an S tier, I would try to push this into that. Otherwise, I'm happy leaving it at A tier.
I'm fine creating an S tier.
Whoa.
Table for one, so far anyways. I'll put it behind me.
That's behind
next
Mark.
to the candle.
Right. And it won't burn down over there. All right. Next up is the dark set. The dark hood, the dark tunic, the dark trousers.
Is this what all of your outfits look like, Colin, in the game?
At home.
Yeah.
This just looks like Shadow Link or like a Dark Link. His eyes glow red. I think that's cool. But there's not really a lot that you get out of this one other than, looking like a Spirit of Vengeance. What do you think?
I think it's neat looking. By the time I got this, I had already upgraded my ninja costume to get night speed.
The Sheikah set?
The Sheikah set.
Yeah.
And that's the only upgrade to this is night speed.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. Not super cool. For me, I think it's kind of a C.
Yeah, I would put it with because that's where we put the Sheikah.
No, Sheikah's in B.
Oh, well,
but I think I kind of upped that average a little bit. I like that one.
So we'll put it in C.
Okay, great. Next up, the Flame Breaker set. This one makes me laugh.
Yes.
I think it's very funny. It's like that episode of Community where they're doing the pillow fight, and Pierce gets a suit that's made out of pillows.
Yep.
That's what Link looks like here. He looks like he's afraid to get into a pillow fight.
Yeah, I love like the whatever like the pants and arms are made out of. That like accordion like material, and the cuffs of all of it almost like look like nuts and like nuts and bolts, type thing.
I mean, it looks like an old-timey diving suit. Right?
Yeah,
it does look. It looks like an old-timey diving suit. I love like this his shoes, how it's all like squared off instead of being round, and how the dopey little helmet has like the grate that you could like open and close. I don't really understand how that would help with the heat, but
well, I mean, this is a question that we need to pose. I get how it protects you against like hazardous things outside, right? Like it's a big bulky suit. How does this keep you cool? How?
I think that with that like accordion type material, as you're walking, it's like blowing air inside the suit. So it's not really lowering the temperature, it's just like moving the air around.
That's why there's always that pipe that's like leading off from piping in cold air.
Yeah. And I do really like, I mean, they really thought of everything throughout the game, but like you were pointing out the sort of like angular nature of everything. It looks like they hit it with a big broad hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
There isn't like fine detail work on it. They just
Right.
like a big fella made it with a big hammer. you know?
Yeah.
It's really nice.
This is Goron craftsmanship for sure, right?
Yeah.
And they don't build something to be beautiful; they build it to work.
Mhm.
And this one does. So for me, I think I put this in the B tier. I don't think it raises to A tier, because like I do think it's like kind of cool looking, mostly funny looking though.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, I won't fight. I won't fight you too hard on it yet.
Oh, okay, all right. Next up, the Hylian set. So this is just like how to make Link look like a dude, right? I mean, I don't know. There's no bonuses here. It's kind of just like early armor that you get. Lots of leather, lots of straps, and a hood. How do we feel about this Hylian set?
I like the like sweater dress that he's wearing.
Sure, okay, yeah.
With like just 4 belts over a sweater skirt is kind of
Sensible.
like a look.
Yeah, I feel
Did
like
you say sensible?
uh,
Does this stir any emotions in anyone? I gotta say, this one makes me feel maybe the least of what we've looked at so far.
yeah.
So I will say this was my daily driver for most of my campaign.
Oh,
Okay.
Anytime I was riding a horse, I would do this. Although I would do the armored gauntlets just to up my my defense a little, because the looked good. The blue with the red and the green and the yellow, blah. You gotta take that down to the dye shop, make it all black. It looks cooler.
Yeah, it's a little festive, I would say, in its
Yeah.
like in its original incarnation. I could see again, you get all the belts going, so I could see how it being all black,
Yeah.
and you got all the belts.
Yeah, that-
you know,
that's
it has
like
like a
everything.
It's a
certain
very
aesthetic
black
to
and
it.
tan
Yeah.
sort of look to it. Leather on black, and the hood in black makes you look kind of more scary.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah.
And I like the boots.
Okay,
Like they're
are-
not like special or anything.
Very
They just
Robin
look-
Hood,
they just look like
classic.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. They
that's
just
right.
look like nice boots.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you propose that we put this, Mark?
Probably D tier.
I for sure thought that was gonna be like a contender in B. I was like, oh, that's gonna be going head to head with the Gerudo armor.
Wait, I feel like wait. This is S.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
I'm
C.
sorry,
so
I'm sorry.
should we put? Let's put D tier
Okay.
here.
Colin will guard the
I'll
D.
I'll just keep it in front of me.
Yeah.
I'll be the guardian of the D tier.
Next up, the rubber set.
Oh, the little fishy head.
Yeah, the fish head I love a lot. The
Yep.
rest of it, it's not really doing much for
You don't
me.
like the Nike high tops?
Okay,
I
the
high
high
tops
love the
are pretty
Nike
good.
high tops on
With
this
like
one.
the wide flare
Mhm.
at the
Uh-huh.
top.
They look like Nike mags if y'all are shoe dudes.
Not shoe dudes. but
Not a-
yeah,
yeah, not
I
a
love
shoe
it. I
dude.
love it. Thank you for dropping specific names of shoes. But this one is, we're to believe, made of rubber.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
So squeaky.
So squeaky. Makes me uncomfortable to think about it.
You kind of have to be like getting struck by lightning for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just in the moment that you're being
Yeah.
struck by lightning. That's
I forget which is the what do you call them? The demon, the bad guys, like the mini bosses, the one with all the
blight.
lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blight. Is it the camel blight?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, one of them is definitely the lightning one. It might be the Zora one, right?
No, wouldn't
no,
it be
it's
the
not
one?
the
That,
Zora
wouldn't
one.
it be the Gerudo one because
Yeah, it could be.
Urbosa's like
Oh,
special
yes.
ability
Is
is
that
like lightning.
Yeah, great point.
I think it is the big camel in the desert. So I was defeated by that blight like 5 times, and I was very close to giving up the game.
Yeah.
And then Nicole told me, go out and find the rubber suit.
Oh yeah.
And I went back wearing full rubber suit, and I beat it my first try. For that alone, I'm like, okay, no lower than C tier. I love that.
You know, the more I look at it, the more I'm like charmed by its shape of water, like sensibilities.
Well,
you know,
I mean, let's not get too far ahead because there is a Zora suit coming up here shortly, which
yeah.
is way more shape of watery.
I mean,
No, I actually
hard disagree.
Yeah, I really disagree.
He's got the fine fishy boy head
Yeah,
on
I-
his head.
Like I glanced at that Zora set and I had to like move the mic away from my mouth so that way everybody couldn't hear me gagging because I think it's.
I don't know that we are going to be friends.
I like honestly rubber suit B, Zora set D.
Yeah.
Are we
Zora
going?
set
I'm
D?
fine
Yeah.
to call
We're-
it right now. I'm
Wow,
on
wow, wow,
Colin's
wow.
side.
Well, we'll put this B for right now because I can agree with that. It's not just like it is a fish is the helmet.
yeah.
Like it doesn't turn his head into like a fishy person's head.
No.
It just is.
Yeah, it's like a
All right,
fish
yeah.
is
Yeah.
eating the top of his head.
That's right.
Which is a funny. It actually is more Zora than anything else because if you go to Zora, their heads are just a whole darn
That's true.
fish
A whole darn hammerhead
with
shark.
a body
Uh-huh.
underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very bizarre. Okay, rubber set going in the B tier. Snow quill set up next.
I think it looks cute as heck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
like the
very
Snow
cute.
Quill set a lot. It is kind of like which one did we put in D? The Hylian set,
Mhm.
except like good.
Yes. It's like the premise is, what if the Hylian set was good?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so offended. I'm taking this little handout home with me of the Hylian set, and I'm gonna color it black.
Yeah.
So I will say, speaking of
Yes.
my goth clothing adventures, one of the very few suits I left in its original color.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
which is interesting because it has kind of a real earth tone type thing going for it, but the pants, yeah, I feel like it really is just the Hylian set,
But good.
glow up, yeah, at the end. So the Hylian set goes shopping with its friends and they have a whole montage, and at the end it comes out of the dressing room in the Snowquill
Sure,
set.
it's a before and after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that the Snowquill set is it's a little bit of a unique beast in the armor sets, in that it gives you can't explore the tundras of Hyrule without this thing, right? And that's also kind of true of the Flamebreaker set, for you can't do Mount Doom without it, but there's just nothing else that beats cold. It's this or nothing.
Well, you get I don't know if it's going to appear, but there is another early on
Yes.
version of cold defense, which is then style wise and effectiveness just completely blown out of the water by this one.
Right. Well, and it's also only a shirt. It
Right.
doesn't have a accompanying. And
you pair it with some Hylian
Right, of course,
stuff,
yes, yeah.
and it looks great.
No, you
but
make sure
whatever.
that he doesn't there's no mixing or matching. Yeah, I think this one is good. I think either A or B tier for me.
Yeah, I don't I like it. I would put it in A tier comparing it to some of the other A tier ones.
Yeah,
I would say A tier.
I think it's a contender. Yes.
Next, the well-worn set. These are the clothes that Link can basically get right away. When he gets out of the whatever that sleeping chamber thing.
Do you wake up in your MeUndies and
you
then
do wake up in your MeUndies,
and then you find these in a old wooden chest, right? Pretty early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think even as you're leaving that first shrine, they're right there.
I feel like the well-worn set is Link cosplaying as Nathan Drake.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
It's a Henley for sure.
There's a note in the description of the outfit that it is too small for Link's size. So
that
Link
makes
is a
sense. You
medium
kind
and
of
these are small. This is
yeah,
small.
you see a little bit of the midriff going on there. I will say the well-worn set and the climbing set,
people,
they're a couple.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And they're cute. Everybody likes them.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
great.
It's true.
This is another D for me personally.
Yeah, D for me too.
Yeah, I'll.
What do you think, Kyle?
Oh yeah, why not? Bring it over here to my D's. I do like it.
I think it's stylish. Don't get me wrong.
This is included in all of the stuff that I sold to get the ninja costume.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've worn basically that to an improv class before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
wearing a messenger bag. He totally did.
I don't know if I've ever seen you attend an improv class without a hoodie on.
Well, it's cold.
All right. Next up, the Colin is comparing, and
It's not that far from what I'm wearing
no,
right now.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the Zora set.
Why are we even talking about this one? I
D.
thought we already decided.
Oh
it was
wait,
a
are
D.
we doing an F?
Oh wait,
We are not doing it. We are not doing an F. Here, okay. So it does look stupid.
Yep. Even dyed black.
That only sounds like it would make it worse. The blue color is at least in line with what I think of for the Zoras.
Yeah, because it is reminiscent, to my mind, anyways, of the Zora soldiers that are standing around in Zora's domain.
The thing that I like about it is almost entirely utilitarian. As a gameplay thing, if you're dealing with water, you need to put the Zora set on.
Mm-hmm.
Each of the individual pieces give you a special ability. The helmet lets you do the spin attack in water. The armor lets you swim up waterfalls. The whole set gives you better swim dash stamina. I understand it doesn't look very good, but and its utility is narrow, but its utility is good and exciting.
No, I absolutely I won't argue against its utility at all. Like when you want to use it, it is incredibly useful. And being able to swim up waterfalls in Zora's domain is like an excellent ability. What I think is interesting about it, I don't know, like I don't think it's like interesting good, but interesting is that it's it's basically like a blue. I like the color blue, but like it's like a blue wetsuit that
has a bunch
then
of
has
metal
like
on it.
then has like a bunch of like metal like armor on top of it. I feel like I understand the Zora set. I just don't like it.
So I can't tell you the amount of times I just wore the shirt because I needed to go up a waterfall and then immediately took it off when I got to the top of the waterfall. I can tell you the amount of enemies I hit with that stupid, useless spin attack. It's 0. It never happened. Stand on the shore and use a shock arrow. What are you doing with your life?
Like an adult.
Come on.
That's true, and it also does have flippers on the feet.
Well, I think that's
like
fun.
that?
The only reason you kept this is because your girlfriend, who you loved, made it for you with her spare flipper.
That's true. This is custom made for Link by his girlfriend,
right,
from 100 years ago.
And so you keep it forever.
I think
in the back of your closet.
Yeah. I'm after we've talked about it, I'm willing to bump it up to a C.
Jeez,
ridiculous!
I'll take
No.
it.
I will not accept that in C tier. If the Hylian set is in D, I will not be beholden to my friendship clause if that climbs higher than the Hylian set.
Wait.
Wait. Let's not say anything. We get back. Hold on.
That's a direct violation of the agreement that we had at the beginning of this episode.
I make sweeping declarations. It is my thing. There's no way that is by any means cooler than the Hylian set.
Okay, well, here's my compromise. We put the well-worn suit in... What is this, D? We put it in F. Because compare the well-worn suit to, like, the Hylian set, and, like, the Hylian set at least has, like, interest going for it, right? And I feel like the Zora set, in the same way, you look at it and you're like, that's interesting. If your coworker came in wearing that, you'd be like, wow, that's, like, such an interesting outfit.
No, if my coworker walked in wearing this, I'd leave. I'd find a new job.
Well, then, okay. Well...
Wait, so you're pitching that gets to go to C because this goes to F?
No,
No. I'm pitching that goes to D.
Oh, okay.
And then well-worn suit goes to F.
I mean, I think well-worn suit is better than the Zora set.
Wow.
Well,
that makes me feel good about what I'm wearing.
Yes. If you showed up wearing that to a podcast, first of all, too squeaky. I know it's not the rubber suit, but still some squeak.
Also, probably some jangly too.
Jangle,
right? Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of metal there.
Look, it's y'all's show. Do whatever you gotta do.
Don't do that.
I think this is one of the
that.
worst sets in the game. Wow. I wear it with the Fishboy hat when I have to wear it, which was so rare.
The rubber suit?
Yeah, I would wear it with the rubber suit hat instead because it looks better. Now imagine them all dyed black. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your pitch? F?
I was happy with it in D.
Oh, D, but
because we don't have an F yet.
I just think that as a gameplay thing, it is more dynamic than a D tier would warrant or suggest.
Okay.
Because
who else is in C?
So in C we have the Dark set,
the Soldier set, the Radiant set, and the Desert Voe set.
Look, if you really want it to be the bottom of the C's, like... Hey, the bottom of the sea.
There we go.
Yeah,
it's perfect. C tier.
Oh, we got there. We're still friends.
I don't know. All right, next up, and this is going to be part of like a pivot or transition. This is the Hero of the Wild set. The reason why none of us are familiar with this set is that it is the reward for beating all the shrines.
Oh.
And it sort of like starts the run of Hero of whatever, which I've now also put on the table. There's the Hero of Time, the Hero of Sky, the Fierce Deity, which is a little different, but the Hero of the Winds, Hero of Twilight, and just a straight up hero set. These are all, so the Hero of the Wild is the one that you get for getting all the shrines. The rest of these are all amiibo rewards. for scanning in the amiibos from the various Zelda games that they originally come from.
Got it. So like the hero set is like generic Link.
That's the 8-bit Link.
And then so the Hero of the Wild set is like the Breath of the Wild variation on it, and then the Wind set, the Twilight set, the Sky set, and the Time set are all like they are styled like Link from the other Legend of Zelda games.
Right. So we need to figure out what to do with all of this conceptually. Is this a single outfit? They are all so similar, and like I see where they're different. I see where they are, conjuring the specific outfits of these Links from these games, but like I don't know, they all read as the same to me.
I'll tell you my feelings.
Yeah.
I think they're classic. I think they're cool. I think they're lovely. I think it is a 7-way tie in its own category, the hero tier.
Sure.
Like I think they're really neat. I don't have any of these in my game.
Neither do I.
And I would wear any one of these happily.
Yeah. Can I propose something? I like this idea of having its own
pocket dimension.
So I think we need to determine where like one of them exists, right?
Sure.
But then like within that one is collapsed a mini ranking of the rest of these, and I don't think we need to like belabor it, but I think we should just like gut really quickly, just kind of like sort within it.
Sure.
And say, yeah.
Okay, so not a pocket dimension necessarily, but just like they share one rank, and then together it's like a ranking, an internal
exactly.
ranking
So like they share one rank. You're looking at our entire ranking, and here's like
you got to break it out here.
And then it's like whichever one we choose. So the Hero of the Wild set is representative, and then there's a down chevron, and you can click on that, and it opens and
but
shows.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Right, you can
but it shows the other ones inside it. But it's still part of it. And
sure. So they can be like 7 sub A, 7 sub B.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
And again, I don't think we need to spend a lot of, because I agree with what you're saying, Colin, that and Patrick, like they're all very similar, but I do think we could very quickly just determine like the order that we would want them to appear with.
Do we want to do that now with these?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we can start a little ranking here. I am not including in this, by the way, right now, the Fierce Deity set, because this is the same sort of rules, right? Where you have to scan the Majora's Mask amiibo, but it looks way different.
Yeah,
right?
That's another gender bendy one. I actually really like that.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Is the princess of Atlantis in Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh my gosh! Yes. It's like her
Kira,
meets Princess Mononoke.
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Well,
super
just like
cool.
The Fierce Deity, like as a concept in Zelda, is so like cool and like kind of enigmatic. Where you're like, what is that? So I feel like even though it is like categorically similar to these, I think the outfit and the look of it is so different.
That, I like that.
We discuss it separately. Okay, so the 6 that we have here. Oh, and all of these have the special ability of they increase the power of your sword beams with the Master Sword.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Okay, so let's find a ranking for these internally. Just as a reminder to those listening and not sitting here at this table, Hero of Time, Hero of the Wild, Hero of the Sky, Hero of Twilight, Hero of the Winds, and just straight up Hero set are what we're dealing with.
So my personal favorite is Hero of Time. There's something about I like the green.
Yeah, I like rich,
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the gloves. That one's my vote for like favorite, but I don't feel that strongly about it.
You know what I kind of put right behind that, because I agree with you, and I think it's mostly the green that's really selling it for me, is the classic Zelda. Like where he's wearing these like orange, like it's maybe the shirt is supposed to be brown or something, but it just reads as orange. That just feels like I'm flipping through my NES instruction manual for The Legend of Zelda.
Okie dokie.
And Wild is like pretty close to it. So do you have
that's true.
Preference one over the other?
Those are the most leg showing of the two, for sure.
Boy, what a great point.
Those are essentially the same. It's basically he's got the lace-up sweater versus the new modern NHL look.
Yeah, yeah. The Wild one looks a little more like worn, I guess I'll say.
Yeah,
or like
there's maybe like one extra belt
And he's
as well.
got the 3/4 sleeve going on. I think I would go Hero of Time 1, Hero of Wild 2, Hero Set 3.
I gotta get Twilight in the mix then because this is my.
Oh, nice! That one is very cool.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I like the single hand armor, like just like leather plate armor, very cool. Fingerless gloves. Yeah, I think that's a pretty neat one.
What I like, because Link also has different hairstyles in all of these, and
yeah.
I like the hairstyle in Hero of Twilight. I also like, we talked about the green of Hero of Time. Hero of Twilight has also like. It's very fitting to Twilight Princess because at least in this image, it's like muted, colorful.
Yeah.
And it is cool. I like that one a lot.
So we are not really mentioning so far the Hero of the Sky and the Hero of the Winds, which. So the wind, that's obviously the Wind Waker set, and like I think they like try to do a little bit of like the like color holding of the like cell shaded look, and it just kind of looks strange on him. Like,
I think
I can feel it mixing mediums.
The pea green like undershirt with it's bad. It's a bad look. I think that's my least favorite one.
And I would be against the white tights. I think Hero of Time pulls it off because the green.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
So hard.
Yeah.
It looks kind of blah there with the sort of like lower saturation green. Also, I tend to go sleeves over vest style tunic.
I see what you're saying.
For my personal preference. But again, man, I mean, you give them all a 6-way tie. Like they're neat.
It's all close. I don't think there's a bad one really in the bunch.
So here's my pitch: Hero of Time, followed by Hero of Twilight, followed by
Hero of the Wild,
Hero to the Wild,
and then Vanilla Hero.
And then, actually, I personally, these are so similar. Actually, Hero of Sky and Hero of Twilight,
they really are kind of the same.
Are like playing in the same field for sure.
It's sort of like how these two are the same.
Yeah,
how these two are the same.
Yeah.
One is like the Nolan Ryan version of the other. Not Nolan Ryan. He's a baseball player.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. Like upgrade.
Yes.
Got it,
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's
just.
Here's my pitch.
Yeah.
Time, Twilight, Hero, Sky, Wild wins.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that works. Okay,
like
so Time, Twilight, Hero,
Sky,
Wild wins.
And then we're putting all of them in
B tier?
I think it's the perfect example of B work.
Yeah.
It's work that's already been done.
But yet they laid it out really nicely.
Which then gives us the Fierce Deity. We've talked about this. I think we all like it.
Yeah.
It's one that none of us have ever been able to use.
What is this weapon?
I don't know.
It's like a Halo light sword, or it's like a really mean leaf of some sort. Like it could be anything.
Leaf. Yeah.
How do you get this thing? I might do this tonight.
By scanning in the Majora's Mask amiibo.
Okay.
Which you have my Majora's Mask.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, it just must not have dropped when I... Which one is it?
It's the one where it's like Kid Link and he's holding like a little mask it's like a little Goron mask.
Oh, okay. I will scan that every day until I have to return that amiibo until I get that costume. I think for me, that's an obvious A.
Yeah.
Like, I love the white hair. I love the white eyes, the face paint, the chest plate. Like, it really... A
or S is what I was debating.
Whoa!
I'm with it.
Let's put it in S. Let's put it in S.
Wow.
Mark?
By the candle.
She stands alone. Oh, no, there is an S.
Yeah, the barbarian set.
Oh, okay.
Is in the S tier. Next, we move on to those that are included as part of like DLC packs.
Okay. Oh yes.
Right. So we start to go a little crazy here. So bear with. First is the Salvager set.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I also have played Kingdom Hearts.
This is not a reference to Kingdom Hearts. It's a reference to Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, and it's also not true that I've played Kingdom Hearts. I haven't.
What a weird lie. What if you had to like live with that from now on? Future episodes, you're like, oh, I love Goofy, man.
It's canon now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is never.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is never one that I mess around with.
I got something from, what is this game called? Xenoblade?
Chronicles 2.
Okay,
yes.
I got something from that game from a shooting star. I don't know if it's any of these things, though.
I don't know.
I actually, so as soon as, it totally looks like something that would be in the Xenoblade series.
Yeah, I mean, this is the character's name Rex, the protagonist of Xenoblade 2, yeah. Because like when that game came out, they were like, "Oh, we gotta push the Zelda fan base."
Right. Like it's a little doofy, but I kind of like it.
It's kind of fun.
How do you feel about the like giant boots that have like a strap up to the shirt, and then like the little bit of the ribbon of leg that shows between the boots and the shorts?
Yeah, I have to be honest. That's all I've been staring at. since it's,
So I'm thinking how you wear this costume. You start by putting on a wrestling singlet. Then you put on a sleeveless, like, sort of vest deal and a bunch of, like,
but like the smallest vest
rings.
you can find.
The smallest one, like, barely goes past your breast. And then, then you're just adding bigger and bigger accessories until you're done.
Right. Huge boots, huge gauntlets. Huge gauntlet. I guess there's only one.
Yeah.
What do you think you're wearing in those boots? Like, because you're wearing like socks, right?
I think knee highs.
You have to be wearing knee highs because otherwise it has to be incredibly. It's just like rubbing against the back.
Yeah, they're ankle socks.
The rubber set.
Yeah.
It's like you had nothing but no-shows in the clean laundry that day. Ugh.
Yeah, just a nightmare. I have to, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of fun. Personally, I'd give it a B.
I think it's kind of fun and give it a D.
Well, I was going to give it a C. So is that where we average? Okay. Into the C tier, which is now getting crowded, by the way. The Phantom set. So this is how you look like one of the like night things from Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah, from the Temple of the Wind King.
Yeah.
The Ocean King. Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Wind Fish, Ocean King.
Yeah,
I think you got it. It boosts your attack. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it fits aesthetically in Breath of the Wild to me.
You lose all glimpse of Linkness.
Yes.
There's no Link left. And it's kind of the first one that happens with.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's a cute nod to Phantom Hourglass. I'm glad it exists, but I wouldn't go beyond that. D, maybe?
That's
happy
my
with
vote.
D.
Okay, great. Goes in the D tier.
This
one, I'm sorry. This is a bad. It was harder for me to find like in-game images of the Royal Guard set. This is came as part of the Master Trials DLC.
Okay.
So like one of the last things that was added, and is just like, I mean, it is a fancy Royal Guard outfit.
Fancy little lad.
He's a fancy little lad.
Yeah, and he really does look like you call him Master Link. You know, like he's a small child in the Hyrulean equivalent of a like sailor outfit.
Yeah, if this is the guard uniform, this is like what Zelda makes him wear once, and he's so grumpy that day.
Yeah,
because they have to go to like some other kingdom, so everyone has to dress up fancy.
That's right. These are his dress blues.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but we also, we talked a little bit about, like the gender queerness of this, and I also feel like this is perilously close in a good way to the the scout outfits from Troop Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
and with the boots,
right. Yes,
these boots are
right.
made for walking in the 80s.
Right. Yeah,
and that actually endears it to me. I like how bad it is.
Okay,
it is camp.
Bad. Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah,
camp.
it is.
It is camp
Because it's almost like he has pigtails. Like this Link is selling you cookies or something.
Oh my gosh!
To fund an excursion,
trip.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
or they're gonna go like Thoreau's cabin or something. I'm sorry. I think it's fun. I honestly would put it, if it was up to me.
Right.
I'd put it in the A tier.
Whoa! What a twist!
Wow. I don't know. I was ready to eject this thing like immediately.
So I was thinking it was like D tier myself, but how dare I yuck your yum so hard? You
gotta yuck it a little.
Well, how's B doing? It can't go in C because C is just overflowing.
Well, I mean,
stuff.
but C, that makes sense though, right? Like it's average. C is
but
the
you
average.
love it. Throw it. Our friend Mark loves it. Throw it in B.
All right, it goes in B. It goes in B tier with the Flamebreaker set and the Sheikah sled.
It might be.
That seems like the funnest party.
It
Yeah,
might.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
We'll get there. I've mislabeled this one. It says Barbarian set, but that's not right. It is the Phantom Ganon set. Another part of like the DLC. Link basically disappears as he's cosplaying as Ganon with like something of a scary skull face.
Yeah, it's mean. I don't like it.
It's mean.
Yeah, it's like you bought the Phantom Ganon Halloween costume.
Oh
you
no,
know,
the one that comes in one blister packet with the
It comes
snap
with
and
the mask.
You went to Spirit
know?
Halloween.
Oh gosh, what would the non-licensed Ganon name
Yeah.
be
Oh,
at Spirit
yeah.
Halloween?
Oh,
Phantom Pigman. Yeah, I don't know. C tier maybe.
I think D. I don't.
It
there's
doesn't
never-
feel at all like Link.
Yeah,
And it doesn't feel that much like Ganon.
true. I agree with that. Okay, Phantom Ganon going in the D tier.
S tier.
Yeah.
S tier.
Okay, so hold on. We got to introduce what we're talking about here. This is the Tingle set.
Oh,
Link
yeah.
looks like Tingle.
So good.
I mean, I think S tier.
Yeah.
So I've never. I played Ocarina. I never beat it. I'm not much of a gamer outside of the things I fall in love with. So I am unfamiliar with Tingle. Do not have this costume.
Yeah.
Nicole talks about Tingle like her old friend from college.
So do we.
Like,
Yeah. I'm actually really excited that you don't know that you're not familiar with Tingle, because I think when you encounter Tingle in a game, you are just gonna. I think you'll be delighted. Like, I really do think you'll be delighted.
Yes.
okay.
Tingle is a. What is he? 38.
I think he's like 35 or something.
Okay.
That's a weird
Something
age
like
to
that, or
be
like
in a
35.
video game
Yeah,
about
like
magic.
38. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a.
Maybe he is 38.
I want to say it's because it's a specific age. It's like 38 or 37.
Yeah. You're,
It's so weird that Tingle was a sophomore when I was a freshman.
yeah, that's right. No, he's in Wind Waker. He's 35 years old.
Okay, 35. So he's
Yeah.
a 35-year-old man who wants to be a fairy.
Gosh.
Yeah. And he's a cartographer. He makes maps.
Which his dad does not appreciate.
No.
He
What?
has. Yeah, he has.
He's doing it for the love of the game?
Yes.
And you're kind of his only customer, as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
He has like a couple of spin-off games that never made it to the United States because when they were made in like the early 2000s. And Tingle, believe it or not, lovable, adorable Tingle. Here's a picture of him from one of his spin-off games. But he was
huge red nose.
He was not loved in the United States, and so they never localized his Tingle games because in like
homophobia.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, Tingle is a queer icon,
Mhm.
and we love him, and we love Link's outfit.
Link cosplaying as Tingle here. Tingle is usually wearing those like red briefs.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Link is wearing like sort of boxer, it's so hot. Like,
Yeah.
I do like that they're like, all right, we're not going to put him in briefs. We're
Right.
going to butch him up a little bit.
Yes.
We're going to put him in boxer briefs.
yes,
That leave nothing to the imagination.
King is wearing a harness.
yes,
Yeah.
All right, I know the story. I just have to write the backstory for this outfit.
Yeah.
They are at Tingle's dad's house for like Thanksgiving, whatever the equivalent
Right,
is.
right.
And Tingle is just getting browbeaten, and everything he says is wrong.
Right.
And just horrible. And Link.
You're not gonna feel that way in a couple of years when you grow up and make a little money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Link, being the silent, partner, can't say anything.
Uh-huh.
So Link goes upstairs into Tingle's childhood bedroom,
Yes.
finds the old original prototype of the costume, and
Yes.
comes back to the table wearing it.
Yeah.
It just clears his throat and then goes back to eating. Yeah, I mean S tier.
It's an
S
it's
tier.
S tier for sure.
Which then brings up, I have 5 more examples of things that I don't know if we can decide whether each of these counts as an outfit.
Okay.
Because they are looks that do not have like a complete outfit set. First up is the Champion's Tunic. This is sort of like what Link looks like in all the marketing materials for Breath of the Wild. This is what Link looks like when he's in any other game repping Breath of the Wild. So Smash, Mario Kart. Is this an outfit? Do we need to rank this?
So I understand why they did what they did. But the fact that it's so useful that it's the only thing that allows you to see HP, and I could not dye it black.
Oh, brutal.
Yes.
Bummed me out. I would throw it on for certain battles when I thought I needed to know HP. It's also super hard to upgrade, which I understand that makes it like kind of cool and rare. I personally hated it because I knew how much potential it had and how little I used it because of my pettiness.
No, that makes complete sense. I'll just offer this one kind of like defense of the Champion's Tunic.
Yes.
Is I think that the iconography of Link in this tunic is so strong when we generally up to this point always thought of Link as like
green.
Like green.
Yeah.
And
with like the hat and everything.
And now like this is not like the Link in my mind, but it is like, first of all, blue for whatever reason is so fitting for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like it's such like the perfect color choice. I like the kind of like what was sea foam or whatever lines that are on the
undershirt.
The undershirt. But yeah, I just feel like it forged a kind of like new identity for Link that is instantly recognizable as Link, even though it kind of does away with most of what we like thought about Link before. And so
it replaces one form of icon with another.
Yeah. And that's a good enough sales for me. I will say this. When I was walking in to face Ganon for the first time, first of all I tried on like 30 outfits, but I wore this to meet Ganon face to face because I wanted to rep my princess in that moment, and like that's you got to support the team, you know.
That's right.
It's pretty all right. Yeah, I like it.
A.
I would put it in A personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I can go from A.
Goes in the A tier. Next up, we were talking about this one briefly. The warm doublet. So this is this is what provides you with some cold resistance before you have the snow, whatever it's called, the snow quill set.
I think it looks kind of dope. It really reminds me of a lot of the hero sets. It's just like really clean, and I don't know. It looks like talking about like iconic Link to me. Like that looks like something you could see Link in like anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does have some of the same like vibes as the snow quill set. But obviously just like less of it.
Yeah, I feel like the snow quill set is like the formal version. It's like, oh, I'm going to the White House. Let me put on the snow quill set. The warm doublet is just kind of like casual.
The snowy White House.
Yeah,
it's white from all the snow.
Oh, I see.
Like
so like Canada's White House.
Exactly. Yeah.
They have one, right?
Yeah. The warm doublet. You're going to Cheesecake Factory with your friends.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Snowy one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this is an A. Is that crazy?
I think that's crazy. I think I put it B. Like it feels like a step down from the snow quill set.
Yeah, but I think the snow quill set can just beat it in the A category. But I'm not gonna die on this hill.
Well, hold up. Mark will be the deciding vote here.
Okay. I would say it's a high B, but a B nonetheless.
Okay. All right. We'll put it in B and then consider it as high. Next up, the Nintendo Switch shirt.
I want that. Where do you get that?
I think you just have to like purchase the DLC and then it comes with it. This was one of the like hilarious things early on because it was available. Like if you bought the DLC well before they were releasing anything, you could have the Switch shirt. So I had it on day one. Right. And it's very funny when you don't have other armor. It's like pointless as armor. Like it only provides an aesthetic boost. But it's just a bright red shirt that says Switch on it and has the Joy-Con like logo.
That's so funny. I do love that it's pictured with his well-worn pants.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't much care for it, all things considered.
C tier?
I mean,
do you think lower?
I personally would put it in F, not out of like hatred, but just because compared to everything else.
But does it not make you laugh?
Does it amuse me? Yeah.
All right, well, we got an F and a C. I think it's cute, but I've never seen it personally. Let's just make it a D.
Okay.
All right.
I think
Yeah.
it could be the second best thing in the D.
I think that's entirely possible. Next up, the Island Lobster shirt.
Ooh.
So this is the Link's Awakening. No, not Link's Awakening. Wind Waker opening clothes, right? That Link is wearing as the shirt his grandmother made him. It's cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't make me feel a whole lot.
Same. It's cute that his grandmother made it, and it's like the sleeves are too short. So like, how long has he had it? That's kind of fun, but yeah, it doesn't do anything for me necessarily.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I like the lobster,
I like the lobster too, but like I don't know.
But I don't love the lobster.
Ooh, and the whole thing might be different if there was an entire outfit to go with it instead of just the shirt.
Sure, throw on the fish hat, the Zora pants, and you're good to go.
We can put something together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's happy down here on my placemat.
Okay, on the D tier, and then our final possible entry.
Okay.
And this is really one where I'm like, is this an outfit?
Mm.
No outfit whatsoever.
Ooh, I see. So basically just wearing underwear, boxer briefs.
Mm.
Right. Provides no defense, no bonuses. However, everyone treats Link weird when he's not wearing clothes.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Also, isn't this how do you have to dress like this when you go to that island?
Eventide?
Yeah. Or no, do you get to keep your clothes on?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think you have to get naked.
You might have to get naked for Eventide.
So you don't have any boosts or anything?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I honestly can't remember.
And like zero defense, like and you're just scavenging. That was a fun little mini mission.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I could go either way.
As to whether this counts as an outfit or not?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just feels like at that point we're just ranking how hot Link is.
Right, which is,
S tier.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I could go in the D just because it'll be fun to see how many things rank below
nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, that's
great.
a good call.
That's great.
That's a good call.
The Ned Flanders special.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Okay. This is good. I feel like we've got a good foundation from which to start. So do we have an F? Do we have an F?
No, I don't think we do.
No F. Okay, so we need to start by ranking the D tier because that's the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Which of these is the worst?
I think this Ganon
the
Spirit
Phantom
Halloween thing, is pretty bad. It doesn't even look like it goes in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with the Phantom set, I feel like.
The Phantom or the Phantom Ganon set?
Oh, the Phantom Ganon set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're both bad. I don't like either of them. And everything else I could see like putting on for a little while, running around.
Okay.
Or taking off for a while, running around.
Yeah. That's so let's maybe put the Phantom set at the very bottom.
Sure.
Fine with me.
Okay, Phantom set at the very bottom, and the Phantom Ganon set just above that. So the remaining sets that we have here are the Well-Worn set, the Hylian set, the Switch shirt, the Island Lobster shirt, and no armor whatsoever.
I mean, so I know who I want to be on top, so I don't know how hard I should be fighting right now.
Well,
but
so I think you have Hylian set on the top of this, right?
Yeah. I think No Armor, Well-Worn, and Hylian are all better than Switch and Island Lobster.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. I
So,
think
like,
the
either
Switch shirt is better than the Island Lobster shirt. That's how I put them.
You like it like that?
Mark?
Is that okay, Mark?
Yeah,
Or you hate
totally.
This one too?
No,
All right.
no.
Okay. So that's the Phantom set, then the Phantom Ganon, then the Island Lobster, then the Switch shirt. Now
I would put Well-Worn set next,
and then no armor,
and then no armor.
Get them out of those stinky clothes, Mark?
and into my car, and then the Hylian set is how I would do it.
Hylian set, we're saying right now, is the top of the D tier.
And I'm telling you, dye it black. It looks great.
All right, great. I think that's good. Let's move on to the C tier, which now includes the Soldier set, the Radiant set, the Desert Voe set, the Dark set, and the Zora set. What's the bottom here?
What do you think, Colin? I was gonna say Radiant.
I
don't think either of you believe that. I think you both believe that the Zora set is the worst.
Here's the thing. I will sacrifice Radiant as worst to get Zora set firmly in second worst, if that's what we have to do, to not hear a big argument out of Patrick. Because the Zora set stinks. But whatever, if I need to politic a little here.
Don't start that way. Represent your honest opinions, and then if we need to start politicking, we start politicking.
When I see, I'll just say this. When I see this Zora set up against some of the other ones, I don't like.
You want to drop it down?
No. I am actually the opposite. I feel like the pop of color that the Zora set has, it's that appealing like Breath of the Wild blue that they use so well. Like I like it better than the Soldier set. I think the Soldier set is so boring.
Yeah. The Soldier set, even though it is obviously a bunch of metal, doesn't read in the game as metal. Like it does not attract lightning.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
Feels like it should.
I actually like the Hylian set more than I like the Soldier set.
I do as well.
All right. You're being demoted, Soldier set.
Oh, that could happen?
Oh, yes.
Oh, and anything can happen.
I actually kind of like no armor better than I like the Soldier set.
Well, I mean, no armor could climb the ranks.
Yeah. I feel like this is some like politicking right now. He's using that as a way to get no armor up to A.
I don't know what I could go either way there, Kyle. You be the deciding vote in does no armor beat the Soldier set?
Ooh. I just got Hylian set into C.
No, I'm really not trying to like.
No, well, this. Well,
honestly,
as we rank these things, the tiers fall apart.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I don't just because I wore those pants all the time because they were 28 defense.
Totally, yeah.
And you can't run around with no pants and have 28 defense.
Okay, but still highly and above the Soldier set, right?
Yeah, I
and
agree
so
with that.
okay, so now for me personally, as I'm seeing this, I think I would put the Radiant set below the Hylian set as well. Like I don't think the Hylians. I don't know why we were so harsh to the Hylians. I need to go back an hour from when we were talking about it and remember why I was so against it.
I mean, I think you thought that it was too loud, too garish, too many colors.
It is Christmassy. It's Christmassy.
It is Christmassy, yeah.
Yeah.
I got no love for the Radiant set. I'll let it fall anywhere here.
Yeah, honestly, I think slide it under.
It's better.
Slide it under well worn for all I care. You see them all like this, and it really changes.
Yeah,
stuff.
I think you're right. I would put it above the Switch shirt, but yeah, I'm not sure anything. So yeah, so now it goes from the bottom: the Phantom set, the Phantom Ganon set, the Island Lobster shirt, the Switch shirt, the Radiant set, the well worn set, and then no armor, the Soldier set, and the Hylian set.
Okay. Which means now probably the Zora set is the next one up, or does that also fall below the Hylian set?
I mean, yeah. To me, I like now that I'm comparing the two personally, yes.
Aesthetically, I agree. Yeah, I think the Hylian set's cooler. I dyed them both black. It makes them both look a little cooler. Your girlfriend made you this, and like that's the
thing. Your girlfriend did.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I like that. This you bought in a shop,
and this does have at least specific utility.
Yes,
like you like,
the waterfall
for better
thing.
and for worse.
I like it better than the Salvager set. The Zora set I like better than the Salvager set.
I do too, actually.
Okay.
So here, I'll tell you this: you let me put Hylian above Salvager, I'll give you Zoro above Hylian.
You're the best, Kyle. I mean, I think that's right. I would actually maybe even personally, I would drop the Salvager set lower because I don't like the idea of non-Zelda games being in this game. That feels weird to me.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to that.
I think it's better than Lobster Shirt for sure.
Okay.
It is better than Switch Shirt?
Yeah.
Is that where it falls? Right underneath Radiant? Or does it go above Radiant?
Oh,
what do you think?
Is it better or worse than the well-worn set.
Well, let's say I'm gonna put it, or where I would vote to put it is above Switch shirt but below Radiant set.
Okay.
Because as much as like looking at the Radiant set now, comparing it to everything else, it's not great. But it did bring me joy when I found out I was glow in the dark.
Yeah.
True.
And I don't want to discount that too
Also,
much.
the image there is not when it's glowing, which
Right. Yeah.
is not,
Exactly.
Yeah.
favors,
Okay.
Yeah. So above Switch shirt, below Radiant set is where we decided on. Okay, I like that.
Cool.
All right, and then I think Zora set comes next.
Underneath Hylian.
I think I like it better than the Hylian set, but
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
I am too. We climbed really far. I'm so happy about that.
All right, and then the two remaining in this tier are the Dark set and the Desert Voe set. I think that's probably the order for me: is Dark set next, and then Desert Voe above that.
I buy that.
Yeah,
Mark is shrugging a little.
I would put looking at what's here. I would personally put Dark set above Soldier, below Hylian.
Above Soldier.
Yeah, so like right here is where I would like. I like the nod to like Shadow Link, and I like all of that. But I don't particularly like this outfit. I never used it. I never, like. So that's where
It does not have a lot of utility.
Yeah, I bought it and I wore it out of the shop, and then I never wore it again.
Right. We've got shoes like that.
I've in real life, there's some outfits. You think you're gonna wear that jacket.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna be an entirely new person in 2023,
But
don't
you're
you?
not. You're the same person you've always been.
So that's what I would do.
Okay, but Desert Voe definitely above the Zora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Showing a little skin.
Yeah, we can all cheer that on.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch me again on where the Dark set is going for you, Mark.
I think I said
Above Soldier.
above Soldier, below Hylian.
I mean, I buy that. Yeah, it's goth and your eyes glow, and like apart from that, it does nothing and isn't really much of anything.
Also, this is just what your outfits look like, right? For dyeing them black, you can't dye this any blacker.
I tried. It didn't do anything.
None more black. Just like Spinal Tap. Okay, let's put it above the Soldier.
Cool.
It's really, I feel like, just getting points for being a nod to Zelda history.
Yeah. That is true. All right, now we are into the B tier. All right. So in the B tier, we have, first of all, the entire hero set.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Royal Guard set, which now feels like it's too high.
No,
that was really nice of us to do for Mark, wasn't it?
I love it so much.
The Warm Doublet, the Flame Breaker set, the Rubber set, and the Sheikah set.
Yeah. I would say Warm Doublet can be next, or even go behind Desert Voe.
Yeah, I think behind.
Yeah,
Desert
I
Voe.
think you're right.
Behind the Desert Voe. Okay.
Yeah. Ugh. I mean,
You think that's too high?
no. I think it's well, yes. That is. Well, just because like you're looking at it and you're like compare it to like the Zora set.
Yeah.
Maybe the Zora set is flashier. I'll give it that. I don't know that it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe so let's just leave it there.
Oh, okay.
I do. So in my personal taste, I give design points to simplicity often. Like that's just kind of my style. Like the Heroes set, I really like the Hero set because it's a lot of small variations on one classic idea.
I see. Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, but it's like Fashion Week versus what you would actually
I crave
pick
the
up
spectacle.
Yeah.
But for right now, we're leaving the Warm Doublet between better than the Zora set, worse than the Desert Voe.
Yeah, that feels right.
Okay. What do we think comes next here?
I think the Sheikah set.
See, I sort of think the Sheikah set is like king of this set.
Oh, interesting.
And I think that the Royal Guard set I love your True Beverly
Enthusiasm
Hills.
for it.
Yeah.
Well, I love that pitch. That's such a funny way to conceptualize it. But yeah, I think it's
I think that's fair. It's made it pretty high up the range.
I think you should be
so-
pretty pleased with how high you got that thing.
I won't push my luck too hard.
I mean, we can always knock it down further, Colin.
You know, I'd rather not expend the energy on it. Like, let him have it. Mark loves that.
Yes.
And I want to see Mark in that. Right now, Mark is wearing well-worn sets.
Yeah.
Right.
Next time I see
be an
Mark,
upgrade.
I
You could be wearing the Royal Guard,
I'm
yeah.
aware. I'm a well-worn set like shell that aspires to be, like a Royal Guard set. My true form.
the beret. Isn't there a Street Fighter character that looks a lot like?
Yeah,
is it the beret?
looks
What-
a little like Cammy. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Cammy wears way less than that, but even like the color.
This
the
is like
colors
winter
and the
Cammy.
boots are
Maybe
right.
Winter
I
Cammy.
just want to see Mark dressed like that.
That'd be
Beverly
good.
Hills, what a thrill. Beverly. Okay. For me, would probably say either the Flamebreaker set or the Rubber set next. Maybe the Flamebreaker set.
I agree. I think looks wise, Rubber is cooler. I barely ever wore it though. I wore the Flame Breaker set
A
a
lot.
lot
You
because
do.
there's good mining up in those hills, and that's where I spend a lot of my time.
Yeah, I think I go Rubber Suit next, and then Flamebreaker,
Okay.
and then the Hero set, and then the Sheikah set on top.
I buy that.
Yeah, that
With-
sounds good.
Yeah. I buy that with the asterisk that Rubber set looks cooler than Flame.
Hold on. Can we like turn the Hero set like to the like
Oh, sure, to indicate
Tap-
that they're
tap it like we're playing Magic?
Uh-huh.
What is that word? Correlate.
Sure. Yes. Collate.
There you go.
Now let's address the A tier. A tier includes Ancient set, Climbing set, Champion's Tunic, Snowquill set, Gerudo set. These are good costumes.
Yeah, they're very
all
good.
really good. I do have one sort of standout opinion of the A class. I think Champion's Tunic is the basement of the A class.
I think it's comparing it to everything else, I think it's too high. Like, I don't know that I would classify it as better
Yeah.
than some
Would
of the
you
other
wear
stuff
it
that's
over
in here.
any of the hero sets?
I don't think so.
Well, that is interesting because like the reason that we put it where we did was because it creates a new iconic image of Link.
Ooh.
And so like maybe
Right.
it only makes sense for it to be butting up against the other iconic images
I mean,
of Link.
Okay.
I think it's better, but not as imaginative as like the Flamebreaker set or the Rubber set. So it's kind of a hard one for me because it is like, what do you if you compare it with the same criteria as the Flamebreaker set, where you're like, how cool does it look? I mean,
Yeah.
Flamebreaker set is like cooler,
Mm-hmm.
but the Champion's Tunic has that like icon status going for it.
Yeah.
So I would say above Flamebreaker, below Hero of Time set, but honestly, I could be argued.
Oh, just the whole hero set.
Yeah. Sorry, the Hero set, but honestly, I could be argued ahead of the Hero set because it's like its own game. You know?
I mean, and that's kind of why I think that's probably where it goes. Although worse than the Sheikah set.
I mean, I wore the Sheikah set. I didn't wear the tunic. I don't know. I know it should
Except
just
when
come
you
down
did.
to
Yeah.
Except when like you're
except
saying,
when I
except
did,
when
but
it
I
like
mean,
mattered.
also, sometimes you need to do upgrades, and you need 30 fireflies to upgrade your
Yeah.
outfits,
Yeah.
and you pop this bad boy on with some night
You're
speed.
gonna get those fireflies. It's true.
I don't know. I would. Okay, I have a pitch.
Yeah.
Sheikah, champion, hero. So we move Sheikah just above Flame Breaker, and then we have the hero just above champion because
Oh, I see what you're saying.
we're, as cool as blue is to change from green. I think we all like green a little better, right? It's Link.
Yeah, I
I can
feel good
rock
about
with that.
this.
I can rock with that. Okay. Good. Now let's address the top four of the A tier:
Mhm.
Ancient, Climbing, Gerudo, Snowquill. I think Snowquill is probably the bottom of this four for me. I like it a lot.
think Snowquill kind of belongs down with Flamebreaker and Rubber.
Ooh.
Maybe behind Rubber even. Just because Rubber is like weird.
Rubber is weird. Snowquill feels like something that you could wear to go skiing.
Yeah,
sure.
Totally. Yeah,
Probably snowshoeing, really.
I don't think it.
Well, that's a whole other thing. The snowshoes
Right.
you gotta get
Right.
from an incel.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That guy who's just running around.
Oh, sure. Oh, yes.
Why won't women talk to me?
I thought you were referring to like something in the real world, and I was like, wait, has snowshoeing been taken over by the incel community?
It definitely doesn't drop below Rubber Set. Or like Rubber Set is the floor.
Okay.
I think.
I like it better than the Flame Breaker set.
Yeah, I think that's a good place, right between Flame and
Sheikah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we're doing a really good job of not losing track of of what order these things are in currently. Ancient, Climbing, Gerudo.
So I would put Climbing Set like the like bottom of the A's, and then the Gerudo set and the Ancient set. I actually think the order I would do it is Ancient, top of the A's, Gerudo like next, and then Climbing Set third.
Yeah,
I completely concur with that.
That's how I played as well. Let's not keep stacking them in that. Then they can be their own. Like,
okay.
Top 6 stack there.
Gotcha.
So the climbing set just better than the whole hero menagerie. The Gerudo set just better than that, and then the ancient set just better than that. Perfect. Which leads us into our S tier. The Fierce Deity set, the Tingle set, and the Barbarian set. I love the spread here. I love the variety that we're dealing with. We've got like 2 scary versions of Link and 1 amazing, lovable, I just want to spend time with him version of Link.
Okay, well, Patrick.
Yeah.
I have some bad news.
You're going to move the Barbarian set?
I think Barbarian goes... Personally, I think it goes behind Climbing. I can take it in front of Climbing as long as it's behind Gerudo. It's not as good as Gerudo. Come on. Get real.
I really like the Barbarian set.
They're different kinds of drag, Colin.
I mean, I'll tell you my controversial, I guess, opinion out of these 3 is I would put the Fierce Deity set like below Climbing, Gerudo, and Ancient, and not because I don't think it is cool looking,
but
because
cool looking,
like
right?
I don't associate it with this game at all.
Yeah,
true. I don't either, and I just want to date her. Like real talk.
Yeah, no, she's very cool.
This is like for sure like the what do you call it? The Gerudo set is Link dressed in ladies' clothing. This is Link as a lady.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Fierce Deity set introduced me to Belle and Sebastian in high school. Like,
oh my God, no, Coheed and Cambria. She for sure took you to your first like prog emo show.
Yes.
So that would, I mean, I think it is very cool, and I think like we all reacted to the surprise of it. But I just don't associate it with this game at all because I'm not familiar with it, and so it doesn't feel honest to me to rank it that high.
Sure, but I mean, we are ranking every single outfit, right? Like, whether we were familiar with them as part of the game or not, like they're all on the table. We didn't reject any of them.
Yes, but as part of the criterion which I am ranking it, is
part of that third category.
Yes, exactly.
I can live with it below Climbing set.
I can if Barbarian set is below that.
If Barbarian set is below Fierce Deity?
Yeah. You can put Fierce Deity wherever you want if Barbarian's below her.
I don't know that I can do that. I really like the Barbarian set.
I really like the Barbarian set too.
But I mean, we all know...
We'll get to that.
We'll just leave that. We'll just leave that.
Don't tip our hand here, Colin. Yeah. Okay. So fierce deity and barbarian.
Okay. What if our compromise is
Yeah.
it goes from the bottom of this like A and S tier set, climbing set, Gerudo set, barbarian set, fierce deity set, ancient set, in that order.
There isn't a world for me where the barbarian set is worse than the fierce deity set.
I know. I agree with you. In fact, I would put the Gerudo set above the fierce deity set, but I would put the fierce deity set above the climbing set.
Yeah. Colin, how you feeling? I know that you fell in love here earlier tonight.
I really did, but I mean, Gerudo is like super dope. I don't know, something about the fierce deity. The fact that it comes with its own weird weapon, like, is really cool to me too.
So that is just really in the artwork that we're looking at. I don't know if that is. I don't know. I got this from the Zelda Dungeon Wiki, and so I don't know what that weapon is. If it comes with the outfit, if you encounter it when you wear I just don't know.
Right.
Can I also say something about the fierce deity set? Is I'm not in love with this like skirt over pants, like leggings thing.
I mean, it takes me back to 2004, which was when I was going to Coheed and Cambria with said fierce deity
set. Yeah.
No, I feel you. Skirt over jeans was like, man, it was really post-war, and it didn't last for very long.
That's right.
I mean, we were in it at that point.
No, it's true. Yeah. And then you're going to go see Rat-a-tat, and it's going to be great.
So, yeah.
I feel you, though. I feel you. I can take...
below Garuda.
Yeah, I can take below Garuda. Barbarian.
And then Barbarian, and then the ancient set on top of that.
Yeah, and you know what? Barbarian wasn't for me, but this is not a panel of me. This is a panel of 3 friends, no matter what.
That's right.
So Barbarian ranks a little higher than I would have thought. That's fine. No, I can live with that. I like that.
I got to do just a little bit of a gut check here, Mark, with you. For this now puts the ancient set at number 2. And Colin and I were big boosters of the ancient set, but it seemed like you were a little bit more hesitant to get on that train.
No, but that's why I feel like this is a good reflection. Nobody really,
right.
I think like what
it's
Colin
a good
was
compromise
saying,
when no one gets what they want.
Yeah, it feels like a good like amalgamation of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's exactly what my list would look like, what your list would look like, or what Colin's list would look like, but I think we all feel okay with the general placements of everything.
Which means, of course, that number 1, the best outfit,
is the Tingle set.
So good.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to argue with this. Should we just like briefly look at what we have here and then count it down from I think 32?
Yeah, let's run it.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. We'll survey first and then we'll run it down.
Survey, do any real gut checks, see if there's something where you're like, man, I can't believe the Radiant set is that low. By the way, I can believe that the Radiant set
is that
that's
fine. Yeah, it ended up right where it belongs. I mean, yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I stand by the discussion.
Yeah. I feel good about it.
Okay, let's assume that I was right and there are 32 outfits here.
All right.
So
you don't want to start counting.
Coming in at number 32, the Phantom set.
At 31, the Phantom Ganon set.
At 30, the Island Lobster shirt.
At 29, the Switch shirt.
At 28, the Salvager set.
At 27, the Radiant set.
At 26, the Well-Worn set.
At 25, no armor at all.
The 25th best one. 24, the Soldier set.
23, the Dark set.
I feel like we skipped a number. At 22, the Hylian set.
At 21, the Zora set.
20, the Warm Doublet.
19, the Desert Voe.
18, the Royal Guard set.
17, the Rubber set.
16, the Flamebreaker set.
15, the Snow Quill set.
14, the Sheikah set.
13, the Champion's Tunic.
12 is the Hero of the Winds.
11 is Hero of the Wild.
10 is the 10th best outfit in Breath of the Wild is the Hero of the Sky set.
9th, the Hero set.
8th is the Hero of Twilight.
7th is the Hero of Time.
Number 6 is the Climbing set.
Number 5 is the Fierce Deity.
Number 4 is the Gerudo set.
Number 3 is the Barbarian set.
Number 2 is the Ancient set. Colin.
And of course, the greatest costume of all of Breath of the Wild is the Tingle set.
Amazing.
We
I
did
feel
it.
great about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're still friends.
Look at that.
All right, let's close this out. Colin J. Morris, thank you so much for doing this with us, going on this journey with us.
Absolutely delighted to have taken this journey with y'all.
Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Well, if you like hearing Patrick and I talk about IPs, there's going to be a new same-day shipping pretty much every week of the year. That's the podcast that we've done for some time now about real love of fake relationships.
A delightful time. Yeah, so check that out. That's available wherever you get stuff. Colin, again, thank you so much for doing this with us. Thank you to our 16-bit patron, Connor McCabe. That's going to do it for this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society. Anthony DeLuca made our logo, and our theme music is provided by 8-Bit Betty. You can get more of his music by going to 8bitbetty.com or by listening right now. For my co-host, Mark Mitchell, this is Patrick Eller saying thank you for listening.